Well,
but you are a villain.
Michael, I don't need you to tell me what I am or am not.
On the show.
I appreciate you being a fan, though. Thank you for watching. Keep the cable on.
But
a new job would help with that.
oh, Kenya, please, Kenya, you wish you were me, Kenya.
Oh, welcome back to DBL. That classic shade was brought to you by our guest actor and comedian Michael Rapaport. When Michael isn't going toe-to-toe with housewives, he can be found obsessively watching them and everything else on Bravo. So let's get to some fan theories, okay? Ready for some fan theories?
All right, let's jump right into Scandoval, because we all know what happened between Tom and Raquel.
Rachel.
I'm going to let him take it over.
Tom, Raquel, Rachel, a.k.a. that Bambi-eyed B word.
So why do you think the whole nation went bananas over this?
You know why I think the nation went bananas? And I've thought about it probably way more than I've thought about things that are more important in my life.
Why?
Me too.
This is why. Because everybody can relate to, particularly, let's say, the fan base being largely women, can relate to being cheated on. Mm-hmm. They could be relate to, you know, having a crappy ex-boyfriend. They could relate to having visceral hate towards the person that your crappy ex-boyfriend cheated on with, and you can relate to being the victim. So you relate to Ariana, you relate to the disdain of Tom, and you relate to the disdain of Rachel, aka Raquel, aka that Bambi-eyed B word.
Yep.
That is why it exploded like that, because you relate to it. And as far as the hardcore, hard body fans who've been with the show, you know, they're just watching a great show, and you know, people mock reality TV, but a show like that that's been on the air for 10 seasons and it's spanned 13 or 14 actual years, it's actually a great documentary. Mm-hmm. You know, they've documented these people as silly, as goofy, as you know, sort of puny as it might seem. They've documented these people, so the fans have grown up watching them.
Invested.
And whether or not Ariana, you know, was the belle of the ball before, because Ariana was not like, if you said top Vanderpump women, you'd say Sheena, you'd say Lala, you'd say Lisa, you wouldn't say Ariana. But because she was treated so bad, now she's the queen bee, and she earned it. And you know, because to go through that, am I talking too much?
No,
I love it. Sorry.
I was going to say, Mike,
I could go on and on about the house.
I gave that analogy about why do you think people are so invested.
What did you say?
I think now I just put it together. You said that on Watch What Happens Live, and I think I said your exact answer the next day of why people are invested.
So
I'm like,
you regurgitated him.
I regurgitated, but I think I gave you a shout out. I saw Michael Rapaport. I saw Michael Rapaport.
You know, like you know.
No, but that's a great analogy.
Discovered, you know, light. It's just, I think that's why. I think because it's reality TV, people are sort of afraid to, or don't really recognize that we relate to them, or it's kind of like, you know, it's stupid that we relate to them. But I think that, you know, Vanderpump Rules, you know, I work in scripted movies and television, and, you know, scripted, you know, professional writers, they would tell you themselves, I wish I could create this kind of tension comedy year after year after year after year. Writers that were on strike that I support, 500%, they would tell you, like, yo, I wish I could come up with this year after year in storylines. Gold.
Yeah. We only have about a minute left, but I have to get to Real Housewives of New Jersey because now it looks like Teresa and Melissa are officially done.
The Gorgas.
Okay. Are you team tree, or are you a tree hugger? Are you a gordita crunch? What are you? And do you feel? I feel like it's time for them to go on pause. I think they should think about what they've done.
No. Well, no. Don't say that. Don't say that, because I understand what you're saying. Listen, I love Teresa Giudice. Almost a decade of joy herself. We've seen her go through everything. And I'm scared to say this. It's Louis.
It is. I think it's Louis too. Yeah.
I don't want Bo Dietl already checking for me.
Exactly, Michael.
I don't want to get a text message from you. Yo, you were in Denver talking about my guy Louis in Denver, and we're on to you. And I'm like, who is he? He's like, it's Bo Dietl.
Yep. If Michael Rapaport is saying this right now, then everybody should really have their red flag ears way up, because Louis is a lunatic.
And I can't.
And she has Stockholm syndrome.
They're coming for Erica too.
You know what? Bo Dietl, she said it. How do you say it? and people who are watching the show, they'll know the reference. But I think, in all seriousness, the crazy thing about Joe and Teresa is they act like a divorced couple.
Yeah, not brother and sister. Yes.
They act like a couple that is broken up.
Yes.
Like, that volatility shouldn't be for your brother and sister. It should be for an ex something or an ex something. It's like, yo, I love you. You're with this guy. As long as he treats you good, fine. But when you watch it, anyway, I know I'm talking too much.
We'll be right back. We'll be right back. We got more with Michael.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Oops, you did it again. You got indicted. And just last week you were mocking smoking Joe Biden because he fell down. I bet you Joe didn't fall down tonight. No, I bet you Joe was up doing backflips, doing cartwheels, doing somersaults when he found out that you got indicted again.
Welcome back to DBL. That was our guest, comedian Michael Rapaport, sharing his true feelings about Trump's indictment. All right, so Erica started off.
So, Michael, what makes you so happy about this situation?
What makes me so happy about the situation, I could go all over the place, is someone who Trump has been so insulting, so derogatory, so divisive, so antagonistic. And I'm not going to say that I didn't like some of Trump's policies, but a person like that, I don't care if they're Republican, Democrat, Independent, this should not be the president of the United States. There should be some decorum and respect that you should have as the president. And some people say, well, Mike Rapp, you're like that also. I go, I'm a comedian / actor. And if I was the president of the United States, even I would know that it's inappropriate to do that. Just like I know it's inappropriate to curse on this show. Disrespecting John McCain, who I know nothing about politically. I know one thing about John McCain. He served this country, and he was captured, and he somehow made it out alive. For Trump to say, I like my war heroes not to be captured, how dare you?
Yes.
So it's that on top of that, and the grabbing to this, and the grabbing to that, and the shooting the paper towels at the Puerto Rican people who had just come out of the hurricane, and all the antagonistic behavior, and during the Charlottesville, Virginia, there's good people on both sides. No, there ain't. No, you ain't afraid to take a side about a lot of things, but you took a side about that. So it's that on top of that, and all the finger pointing, and now the chicken has come to bite the pig in the butt.
I need a bumper sticker made out of that. Let's talk about someone so qualified, really, George Santos. He is known for, the multiple lies he told. You went on a rant about him recently. What would you say to him if you actually ran into Monsieur Santos?
George, you talking about the it girl of the Republican
That is
Party?
correct. Yes, the it girl.
You talking about George Santos, the drag queen denier?
The drag queen, correct? Yes.
Denier, yes.
Denier, the drag queen denier.
That's right.
Again, it's not about Republican. A lot of the stuff that I talk about on social media, when I go after people on the Democratic Party, it doesn't go as viral for some reason. This is a New York. He's representing New York. We deserve better. New York deserve better. The Republican Party deserves better than this freak, this con man, this hustler. The government deserves better. So you got to go. You're a joke. You're a joke, and you'll be lucky if you don't. Seriously, if he doesn't wind up in jail for all the stuff that he's done, because you could tell this guy's a con man.
I completely agree.